started in the month of February at New Smyrna Speedway in Florida as part of NASCAR Speed Weeks. Tonight, it comes to conclusion in Martinsville, Virginia, just like it did at the end of the 1985 series season. Tonight, Justin Bonsignore, Ron Silk, and Patrick Emmerling go for not only a grandfather clock, but a championship, and we're ready to turn them loose here in Martinsville. Off turn number 4, the pace car is in, and down to the green flag, Justin Bonsignore leads a Whelen Modified into turn 1.
Shooting off of turn number 2 for the first time, Justin Bonsignore trying to lead lap number 1, which would give him an extra point and make it 7th or better, no matter what Ronnie Silk does tonight. Justin Bonsignore, all he has to do is finish 7th by leading that lap. He's up on top by 2 car lengths off of turn number 2 with Luke Baldwin charged. Last weekend, that's why the Catalano cars were not at North Wilkesboro. He drifts wide and now slows off of turn number 4.
Well off the pace, missed the corner, then went up the hill. That car coming to a crawl here along the front straightaway, pulls across the racetrack. Problems for Catalano. Now he's got it fired up once again. His car is rolling, but he's well behind the pack, and the caution flag is out for the first time. Front row looks the same. Justin Bonsignore on the inside, the 7 New York of Luke Baldwin to his outside as they come through the Geico restart.
Greg Lutz slow to get up through the gears. He gathers it back up and sails it back into turn number 2. He'll be in sole possession of third, but what a run of steam by the black car, number 46 down the back straightaway. He'll go after Luke Baldwin into turn number 3. It's still Bonsignore not surrendering the lead by about now a full car length off of 4.
A year ago, the challenge for them was on pit road with the pit stops. They got that cleaned up over the winter. They went to work and got better. Meanwhile, trouble. The 54 of Tommy Catalano has knocked the left front off of his car. Tim Conley, the Mystic Missile 4, into the outside wall as well. Both wheels pointed to the right on that car, and already Tommy Catalano taking the gloves off. He is done, it looks like, for the night. At least they'll have to go ahead and pull that car back to the pit area. He had started a little deeper in the field, I think, than he had hoped here tonight, and that certainly did not aid in his efforts here early on after starting back in the 14th position.
And that's the risk you run when you're in the back of the pack. We've seen that happen a few times in crucial parts of the season with our championship contenders. You have Patrick Emmerling. When you look at his stats for 2024, they're amazing, with the exception of one race, and it was that one race that actually took him out. And you take that race away, and Patrick Emmerling is within a handful of points of the championship. Let's watch the replay here.
Yeah, we'll get a look at this. You can see that Tommy Catalano was not happy with somebody, and it looked like he got a lot of help there. Who was that behind here? Was it the 3 car of Ripkema, possibly?
That might be Ripkema. Luke Baldwin on the outside in the 7 New York. Here we go off of turn number 4. Green flag in the air.
From atop the flag stand. We're off and running one more time. And boy, Luke Baldwin has done a nice job at the outside of the restarts here at Martinsville, but the inside lane is preferred. Can't keep the throttle down as they hit the back straightaway. Justin Bonsignore trying to clear as they head for turn 3.
Just out of your screen is Matt Hirschman in car number 60. He was trapped on the high side, very quickly moved down low. He's going to go to the inside of Jake Crum as they work their way back into turn number, the very famous
Trouble down
photo.
in turn 3, one car, I believe it's Tyler Catalano, has expired the engine. That car now coming to a stop over here in turn number 4. And Catalano has got a whole bunch of steam and smoke coming out from underneath the hood of that machine. Andy, I want to give a shout out to our colleague in the announce booth, Ben Dodge, who is back home recovering from surgery. Ben, we wish you well. We wish you were here with us for this championship race. You've been an iconic voice for modified racing. You mean a lot to the modified community. We miss you. We wish you well. We hope to see you back here in the announce booth with us before too long when we roll into the 2025 season.
Well said. Ben is an absolute legend. It's an absolute pleasure to work with him week in and week out and take pointers here and there. He's such a selfless man. Green flag in the air, and Patrick Emmerling shot out of a cannon back into turn number 1. Already leads it by 2 car lengths off of 2.
Great restart for Patrick Emmerling. He clears that outside car of Silk. Now down into turn number 3. Here comes Trevor Catalano. He had problems earlier. He was able to gain track position as well. But look at Bonsignore in the outside lane. He is stuck upstairs, and he is going backwards as here they come to the inside, freight training the 51.
Meanwhile, Austin Beers to the inside of Patrick Emmerling, and now Craig Lutz will lead on him off of turn number 4.
Austin Beers leading for the first time tonight here in Martinsville, goes to the number 1 spot. Lutz to the inside. Trevor Catalano started inside the top 5. 5. He's rallied back up. He's looking for third to the inside of Patrick Emmerling.
The 18-year-old goes down low, and Ronnie Silk is right there. So is Justin Bonsignore. Meanwhile, the inside lane opens up for Trevor Catalano, and now Emmerling falling back just a little bit, and Austin Beers setting sail in car number 64. As I say that, here comes Craig Lutz. Lutz was the driver who throws it to the inside, and brand new leader in turn number 4. It's Craig Lutz in the 46. Just when you think that, well, one storyline is going to play out exactly how you think it's going to play out, there's something that comes along and really changes the guard. Spark shooting out of that number 16 going into turn number 1.
And we've got trouble in turn 2. I think it's the 56 car that has gone around. Again, trouble for Trevor Catalano, who is running solidly inside the top 5 at the time he went around. But the caution flag is out for the 4th time today here at Martinsville Speedway.
Look at this. This is what Patrick Emmerling loves to see from spot number 5. It's Justin on the inside. It's Ron on the outside. Your 2 championship titans off of turn number 4.
How aggressive will they be? The 2 title contenders on the front row. Bonsignore with the upper hand, but they come together getting down into turn number 1. Silk slides up the racetrack, and Bonsignore tries to clear him off turn 2.
The spoiler just might be Austin Beers. He swings to the inside and now evens it up, nearly makes some contact with Ronnie Silk. Silk will swish up the racetrack a little bit. Here comes Craig Lutz to the inside, and Patrick Emmerling's entered in there as well. The inside line rolls, and Ronnie Silk might lose 4 spots before this is a
freight train stuck up there in the outside lane. Not where you want to be in Martinsville. He sails it down into turn 3. You see the car walk up the racetrack. Hands up, steering that car as it comes off the corner. He'll tuck back in line, but Newman will stick the nose to the inside. We've got trouble on the front straightaway. 2 cars have come together. Bobby Labonte and the 70 car of Andy Seiss spin, but they're both able to continue. So we got to settle this one here tonight. The grandfather clock, the championship on the line. 2 white cars on the front row. Justin Bonsignore 51, Austin Beers 64. Green flag is back out.
Austin Beers stays right with Justin Bonsignore, but only till about turn number 2. Comes down right in front of Craig Lutz, and now here comes Matt Hirschman. Hirschman with a shot of car 46, or to a shot of 46 of Craig Lutz, and now he'll look down to the inside trying to fight off that black car as they work their way into turn number 1.
They are just flying by him. He's almost to the tail end of this lead lap pack. Here's Luke Baldwin, goes to the inside. Silk clearly off the pace on the back straightaway. Silk now making his way down pit road. Ronnie Silk, championship contender, is on pit lane under green.
You gotta really feel for the 16 team after putting in months and months of hard work, passion, and ultimate excellence with all the wins that he stacked up this year. He's well into the 20s, but now having to concede essentially and pulls down right in front, and the crew isn't even really on the race car at all.
A lap and a half to go for Justin Bonsignore. You go back to 2018 when he won his first. Many of the crew members, many of the team members that are on this 51 team are still with him today. That magic continues as he has 1 circuit left to go to etch his name deeper into the history of the Whelen Modified Tour. When he crosses the line, he'll have 45 career victories, take 2nd place on the all-time win list of the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. But more importantly, he will become a 4-time Whelen Modified Tour champion, and Justin Bonsignore wins the title in 2024.